Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. My first of the month of October. It's the month of October, the month of horror. So most of my commentaries are going to be for horror films. This is the one from 1982. This is the 40th anniversary, starring Michael Moriarty, Candy Clark, David Carradine, yeah, rest in peace, and Richard Roundtree. Cue the Winged Serpent. Yes, from 1982. Lol J. What's up, Lol J? Lol J? It's a Larry Cohen film. He passed away recently, so may he rest in peace as well. I saw this movie years ago, but it's a really, really fun movie, and it's 92 minutes, so let's get started. United Film Distribution, they did the film. And this is the cover of the movie. Insert. I think that's the Italian version of the poster. Plus, terrifying. Oh no, that's in another language. I can't read that, but this movie came out back in the early '80s. They used stop motion for the creature because there was no CGI back then. Larry Cohen, I miss you, man. A lot of your movies were really, really low budget but fun, and this movie is living proof of it. The score is good. It's shot well, and the effects still hold up for 1960. I mean, for 1982. Larry wrote and directed this movie. Yeah, because this was a year after Clash of the Titans, the original. So stop motion was still being used, but not Ray Harryhausen retired already from doing the stop motion animation. So other people took a crack at it. You had this movie, and then you had the stop motion in RoboCop, which also looks really good for the time as well. It's actually there. They actually made it models with their hands, not CGI. Now everything is a computer, and these effects, I'm sorry, they look better than Avatar: Way of the Water because it's actually there. It's not a computer effect. And we're in New York City, yeah, my hometown. This is Manhattan, though, just like in half of the other movies. And this is an R-rated movie, not a PG-13, so they don't skip on the blood. And also, the movie doesn't waste any time with the creature. You don't have to wait an hour to see it. It starts attacking in the first 5 minutes. And they don't make movies like this anymore. Now, monster movies of monsters are usually CG or they're someone in a costume. Yep, here it comes. First 3 minutes of the movie gets eaten. Yep. Decapitation on the Empire State Building. One of the most famous buildings in all of New York City. And this is a young Richard Roundtree and a young David Carradine. Roundtree's still around, but he's really old now. And I miss David Carradine. He was in the Kill Bill films. He did Kung Fu in the '90s when that came back. I guess Little Sims doesn't. I never heard of this movie, so he probably didn't want to see it with me because I know La J is somebody different. No, that can't happen. There has to be some kind of some kind of metal or something that decapitates you. Yeah, it's a giant flying lizard, not a bird. There's Aaron. There's Michael Moriarty. No relation to Erin Moriarty, who's one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen. And there's no Bentos in this movie. Oh my god! Nowadays, they have to throw in somebody from Game of Thrones that doesn't need to be in the film. I'm sorry, but that's just lazy casting. There's a black woman. You saw this guy got shard. He got burnt alive. This came out 40 years ago, the same year my parents got married, 1982. They think it's a serial killer. It's not. It's a giant monster. These effects, makeup effects, are great. And this is before the Predator came out. You know, a Predator 1987. So a balloon. Is this movie scary? Not really, unless you don't like being in high places. You have the point of view of the creature. There. Tits. Yep, they're real too. See, not everybody has to look out for me. I'm a grown ass man. I can look out for myself. Yeah, I postpone my podcast for tomorrow for rubber. I'm gonna just do it on Tuesday because there's the creature. Crunch. You saw they got a Kentucky Fried Chicken knockoff, Chicken Bow or Chicken Boo. Yep, it's raining blood. This movie does not play around. The creature shows up early and starts killing people. And where did this creature come from? Well, I don't know. It's a movie. I just go with it. I was a kid in the '80s. I knew I saw a lot of pigeons. Hey, Electric Dino partner. Tomorrow's my birthday. Good. So happy birthday, LBT Electric Dino. So happy early birthday tomorrow. Have a good one. Stay safe because it's been hurricane season's been horrible. Did you see what Hurricane Ian did? Yeah, yeah. Moriarty's Canadian and American. He's not British. So it's just nowadays. It's just that's the go to of ethnicities that they have to go to. It's either someone black or a Binto, and I'm like, it's lazy. Do something different. Cast somebody from some other country we've never heard of, like Zimbabwe or something. Stop doing the same thing. Hmm. Hmm. No one gives us a thumbs up. It's okay. This will be uploaded to YouTube later. She looks like Talia Shire from the Rocky films. She looks like her. Hmm. 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 I miss Larry Cohen's direction and writing because he just passed away like a few like I think 2 years ago or something like that. And he did the stuff. He did a bunch of so I think the It's Alive sequels. So I'm going to see the It's Alive sequels this month. I have a lot of horror to get to. I like this soundtrack. Yeah, he kind of looks like Frank Gorshin when Frank Gorshin was young in the '60s, but with less hair, I guess. Drink some water. And this never got a bad sequel like some monster movies. I'm just glad I don't have to review any more action films because I did enough. I'll do more probably in the month of November. I want to see Top Gun Maverick so I could finally get to that one. I'll probably do movies of the 2020s because it's been 2 years, so now I can do that. So I could do movies from 2020, 2021, and 2022. And yeah. Ooh. No, doesn't speak Spanish. Get out of here. Because Hispanic Heritage Month is almost over, and trust me, I won't miss it. It's one of the most pointless freaking celebrations ever. This month is Italian Heritage Month. hmm That's more important to me. You saw this Chinatown? I was there a couple months ago. I saw the Chinese New Year that they had with the dragons and everything. Yeah, see, they're not the enemies, guys. Not the ones that live here, anyway. So, New York Ninja looks like this movie as well because it's the early '80s. When the movies looked a lot more, like the filter was a lot darker. hmm People were walking in the streets. They don't do that anymore because of COVID. They're like afraid of everything. Hmm. You have to be a survivor to live in New York City for over 3 decades. That's me. Tennessee is nothing. I could go to Tennessee and survive just like that, even during hurricane season. But New York City, you got to be tough to live in a town like this, especially in Brooklyn, because Tennessee is mostly like the woods and countryside. It's not really a big city with giant buildings like this. hmm There's a tall scaling up. Yeah, I love those scaling up shots that Larry Cohen did. There's the Empire State Building. Oh, there's the actor that played. He was Malcolm in the Rocketeer, and he was Pa Kent in Lois and Clark. That's what I remember him for. He was such a good actor. We're almost to 20 minutes in. Yeah, the movie's very short. I'm glad because I didn't want to do a 2 hour movie or worse, something 3 hours like it. You know. I'll see it, but I'm not going to do a podcast for it. It's just way too long. The original is on Tubi, so I can watch it, but it's very long. It's 3 hours and 7 minutes. Yikes. Mhm. Yeah, he was really young here in 1982. A lot of these people were, except for um, except for some old guys that were in the film that are probably dead by now. But yeah, because casting a Binto as a New Yorker is just bleh, it doesn't work. It does not work. Sometimes their accent sounds really fake. It sounds like a cartoon. At least Moriarty pulls it off. I hear you. Yeah, you have to talk like that. See, it's hard to do that accent. That's why, thank God, Margot Robbie's never done a New York accent. She's done a Jersey accent, but it sounds so fake. I hope she doesn't do that again. Once she's done doing Harley Quinn, please cast somebody else. Well, they got Lady Gaga now. She's going to do just fine because she has direction, not a monkey. Like, you're going to sound like this and be annoying. Yeah, yeah, I'm like this. No. Mm-mm. Sounds fake. If it sounds fake, then it takes me out of the movie or the show. And then Josh is like, accents shouldn't matter or skin color. It should be the performance. Well, if the performance sucks, I'm gonna note it. I'm gonna let you know in great detail. Florence is not a good actress. I heard her act in Hawkeye and in Black Widow, and her accent sounds fake. It sounds like Rocky and Bullwinkle cartoon. It sounds fake. This is why Anna Taylor Joy doesn't do Russian accents either. She did it once in New Mutants, and that failed. All of that movie failed, and they're going to put it on Disney Plus this month because it's horror. I could see it. I'm just not going to watch it right now. I'm waiting until Hispanic Heritage Month is over. He's like, you're not going to accept her because she's half British and half American, and you've never seen her. I'll see her in something. Give me some freaking time. That's a nest. Well, back to the movie. There's an egg up there that they saved for the end of the movie for a sequel that never got made, but oh well. Look at that whopper. Hmm. Yep, that's an egg. It's like Godzilla versus Mothra, or what else has a giant egg? The original Mothra has a giant egg, I think, as well, and even Son of Godzilla has an egg as well, too, and the giant claw also. This is like the giant claw if it was in color and had blood, because that movie was a low budget film. This one was a little bit bigger for the time because it's A-list actors in this movie. This is not just a bunch of B-list actors you never heard of. You've heard of Shaft and Kill Bill, so yeah. And Moriarty's been in a lot of stuff. He's gonna take a piss. Dead bodies, yeah. Yeah. Some really good practical effects, man. I miss this. I really miss when people did a lot of practical effects and it looks good. It doesn't look dated. Skeletons, I see those in every party city and Five Below that I go to. Usually I see at least a skull or skeleton. Hmm. Mm-hmm. You see how much time? 20 minutes in. My battery's at 89%. It'll be able to make it. Last year I did Ghostbusters, but I couldn't do the sequel until like this year because of my computer. And I don't like doing podcasts on a phone. Just it's too much doing like this for the whole time. Here he goes. He's running in fear. So the pigeons are eating the dead body. Well, they don't know that it's a dead body. For them, it tastes like chicken. Hmm. It's me again. Forget about it. An hour. All I need is 5 minutes. Yikes. That's the thing that with when it comes to doing movies like this, yeah, Larry Cohen used anything that he can use. And they actually filmed in New York City, not Canada or like some other place. There's the creature. Yep. Num num num. They only show the creature's mouth until later in when they show the creature flying in the air. Tuna. There's the creature. It's flying the shadow. Q is for Quetzalcoatl. Look at that, a foot. Ooh. I got to do my last collection video. It's going to be my horror collection. After that, next week, I'm doing my Comic-Con haul. Everything I get signed and the collectibles I got and also the movies that I got from last month. This is exposition. Hmm. Yeah, it's like when I give blood willingly when I donate it every year. Even though my mom is against it, I'm like, I'm fine. I don't look sick. I mean, yeah, my pressure was high, but that's only because I eat a lot of salt. I'm trying not to eat as much. See, my face is a little round, so I'm going to Comic-Con in a couple days next Friday. So I'm so pumped. I'll be dressed up as the Flash. Boom, boom. See, when I say I'm going to do a podcast, I do it. Damn it! I just pushed it to later because uh, I was so tired. I couldn't sleep last night. Oof. I'm not into human sacrifice. No, not for me. It's a really good architecture and those what are those totem poles? Yeah, they have in the movie. Every little detail. Larry Cohen did a great job with him and the set designers as well. They're not horrible. That's it. The feathered serpent. But the thing is that David Carradine is not the lead in this movie. He's a side character. Yeah. Spoiler alert. Give me some bird. She's cute. Hmm. I had an accident. Hmm. Yeah, 40 years ago. No, it doesn't. It ruins your brain. Don't worry, this is not a toxic relationship like in other movies because Moriarty's actually likable. He's an anti hero, but he's likable. He's way more likable than some of the people I had to see in Morbius. Oof. So there's a Dracula poster in the background in another language because, Cohen was fascinated with other cultures. Take off your pants. Hmm. I cried a lot this year, dude. It's a good performance. Yeah, I don't want to see another egg. Well, that scene was interesting. That's a weird costume. Who's that? The Birdman? Thoughts of the Amazing World of Gumball. I never watched it, so as I want to keep the questions short. There's the Twin Towers. Yeah, they were around in '82. So another dead body ripped open. There's another shot of the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah. Hmm. There's another shot from the top of the building. There it is. He just knocked that guy out. He didn't even eat him. He just he flipped him over. More exposition. Boom, boom. Hmm. A Rolling Stone magazine. Yeah. Eh. Sounds like a someone losing in a game show. There's the poster of Dracula again. Christopher Lee. Eh. He's going through the window. So going down the fire escape. Hmm. There's a chase is on. PC Verdoti. There's your Italian Heritage Month right there. Enzo. This song is weird. It's a weird song to put in a chase scene. This isn't a film noir. It's a monster movie with some crime elements. I was beating him up. The Chrysler Building. Yeah. Here it comes. These guys, they're worse than the monster because they're actually committing crimes. They hit a poor defenseless security guard. Look at that dead body. Hmm. Yep, got eaten. The flying serpent didn't want to be disturbed. Yep, gotcha. We're almost an hour in, so. They did ask for it. Good stamina. There's the creature again. Gotcha. You saw the hand. They showed the talon. There's the creature. Got to finally see it in full frame. 45 minutes in. Normally that would kill a monster movie for me, but here it works because you get to see the creature's shadow, and you get to see its arm and its face. Yeah, the all the those two guys died. Yeah, this podcast is doing. I'm doing just fine. At least it's quiet. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hmm. Again, a movie like this would never be made today. Hmm. Coca Cola. There's a there's a product placement in the movie. Really? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. There's not a lot of music in the movie. There's a score and a few songs, but it doesn't have a big soundtrack except in the beginning. Hmm. It is. Mutilations. Hmm. They never believe the main guy. They're like, I saw something. You're crazy. It's always the same thing in every monster movie. Can't they just see it to believe it? Ugh. Millions. Yeah, it's cracking. The acting is a lot better than in other movies I've seen, especially this year. These people act human. There's a few, top view again. Right between the World Trade Center. Oh, the irony. Because 30 years later, you know what happened. I know I was there. Well, 1991. No, 20 years later. Excuse me. But yeah. Hmm. He flew right between the Twin Towers. So that was a foreshadowing, which one of the darkest foreshadowings in cinema history. But I'm not going to go there because I know that 9/11 just happened a month ago. Hmm. Hmm. New York Times. Hmm. A big nest. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh. Hmm. Exactly. It's a good performance. It really carries the movie when the monster's not on screen. And this is before digital filming. Just saying, digital cameras and cell phones. No one has a cell phone in this movie. I think this guy's Irish because he has some kind of an accent, but a lot of immigrants come here to New York City. They come from Ellis Island, so I know. Yeah, kiss my ass. I love that. Yes, Johnny Carson was still alive at that time. Ugh. It's a good performance, man. That's her, yeah. Yeah, in the third act, David Carradine dies. Hmm. Yeah, an empty diner is kind of like 2020 and 2021. Hmm. I'm sorry, not saying much, but the movie's almost over, so we're an hour and 4 minutes in. It's not a bird; it's a flying lizard. See, flying serpent, not a bird. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, man. I miss David Carradine a lot, man. Such a good actor. I grew up watching him. Hmm. A giant monster egg. Ringling Brothers doesn't exist anymore. I went there. Last time I went there was 2006. This is the other side of the insert. There's the money. I want to talk to that bastard. Quetzalcoatl. That's how I could say Quetzalcoatl. It's not that hard to say. That's why on the poster they said Q because it's an easy letter to remember. It comes after P. A bird. See? There he is. Yep. Ready, locked and loaded. using using him. He's the main character of the movie. Decapitated. Look at that omelet. I should have shot the egg. Well, they do shoot the egg, but there's another egg. There's the baby. That's why David Carradine eats it because he killed the birds. I mean the flying creature's baby. Yep. No. So there's a clown there, and then of course Carradine dies. When someone turns on you, of course they're gonna die at the end. I mean, remember Rampage when the guy runs out of the building and then this debris dropped on him like a Looney Tune? It is. The movie's not over yet. There's Central Park. Gotcha. Hmm. American Museum of Natural History. Hmm? Yeah, there it is. There's a shadow. And this film has a lot of atmosphere, to make you be invested. That's a replica of the Statue of Liberty because it's a lot bigger than that. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh, it's cold. Get that bird, man. Excuse me. No. Yep. Birdie. There's a fake bird. It's there. It is. Yep. I gotcha. I got Richard Roundtree. Yep. He dies, and then so does David Carradine. But at least Richard Roundtree's not the first to die. It's not a. It's not a. Like the black guy has to be the one to die at the beginning. No, it's the first person to die is the window washer. See, people have problems. That's how it is. Yeah, that wasn't necessary. That insignia. There's the bird. There is. Pan Am. Ha, take that. Now we see the monster in full glory. Granted, at the end of the movie, but it looks great. Even to this day, it still holds up. Look at that face. It's got a beak like a pterodactyl or like a brontosaurus. Yep, I got you. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, no. Yep, it eats all of them. Take that. Yeah, it knocks them all off. Numb. Yep, take that. I think the effects still hold up even 40 years later. And I didn't see this in 82 because I wasn't born yet. Even on VHS, when it was on VHS, I didn't know this movie existed until a couple years ago. No, you didn't, because the movie's not over yet. Yep. Goodbye, Richard. Goodbye, David Carradine. Wait, no, you didn't get him yet. It's bleeding though. You hit a building. Mm-hmm. Like Spider-Man. Yeah, Little Sims didn't want to see a movie he never heard of. Well, it's better than at least I had three people here, so it's better than nothing. I forgot if David Carradine dies in this movie. I know Richard Roundtree died. He grabbed the Q, grabbed them and dropped them out. And mm-hmm. All right, that was quick. There's some blood in the movie. Yeah, this movie is not a kids movie. Just shoot him already. Damn, this guy got more lives than a cat. I know. So Carradine doesn't die, or I made a mistake. But Roundtree dies. The movie's almost over. This is a sequel bait ending, even though there was no sequel. So here it is. Another egg. Just like the ending of 1998 Godzilla. It cracks open, and that's the movie. So that was Q the Winged Serpent. Rest in peace, Larry Cohen. Also, rest in peace to Coolio. I know I forgot to mention him, but I did. Rest in peace, man. We miss you. And that's the end of the movie. So yeah, David Carradine doesn't die. I was wrong. Roundtree is the one that bites the dust. But it's still a good movie. It's a very atmospheric monster movie from the 80s, and they don't make movies like this anymore. Now we got movies like Beast, which didn't do well, and Morbius, and that sucked. So the CG just can't replace the practical effects that were made back in the day. They won't replace them because it's just not the same. What's that? We're gonna have CG actors? Yeah, we already got that with Avatar. But anyway, that was Q the Winged Serpent. I finally got to do a podcast first. So thanks for watching. The few of you that were here, take care, and I'll do another video soon. My last collection video for now until next year. So Thanks for watching, guys. Later.